Thailand goes full on with attracting visitors and cash flow into the country. In today's show, we cover the government's policies like visa extensions, lifting its COVID ban, flying in Russian tourists, and attracting foreign film productions. All this is coming up in today's program. You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, as it stands, popular booking website Agoda says Thailand is one of the first Asian countries to see tourism rebound after the COVID-19 pandemic. Omri Morgenstern, Agoda's chief executive, says even though the inbound search rate for Thailand on the website was 39% lower than in the same period in 2019, it has begun to rise since the beginning of 2022. Morgenstern says it will take about 3 to 6 months for such search rates to return to pre-pandemic levels. But he says it is contingent upon major inbound markets like mainland China, Hong Kong, and Japan's reopening. But outbound search rates leave something to be desired, as they remained almost 50% lower in August compared to the same month in 2019. Morgenstern attributed the lag in outbound searches to Japan remaining closed. Thailand has a history of placing Japan as one of its favorite places for Thais to visit. Thailand's stimulus schemes like We Travel Together have also contributed to an increase in domestic travel search rates in Agoda. The company says data for August saw an increase by 50% from 2019 in its domestic travel search rates. It notes that Thais mostly book travel to secondary cities while upgrading their bookings to more luxurious hotels. Trauma from the pandemic has also contributed to the sluggish outbound tourism rates. As compared to the West, Asian countries are still using face masks and may be nervous to travel to countries in the US or Europe. He also remarked that the sword is indeed double-edged, as when outbound tourism increases, domestic tourism will decrease due to more travel options. Tourists arriving in Thailand will soon be permitted to stay in the kingdom for longer. Today, government spokesperson Traisri Soranakoon announced that Thailand's cabinet had approved the temporary extension of both visa on arrival stays and visa exemption stays. Between October the 1st of 2022 to March the 31st of next year, foreign tourists arriving in Thailand are eligible to stay in the kingdom as follows. Visa on arrival stays will be extended from 15 days to 30 days. Passport holders from the following 19 countries are eligible for visa on arrival. Visa exemption stays for passport holders from 64 countries, which have bilateral agreements with Thailand, will be extended from 30 days to 45 days. It's a long list, but feel free to pause the video briefly to see if your country is on it. If you've got COVID, Thailand is now saying feel free to come anyway after a new provision has unbarred those with the virus from entering the kingdom. The cabinet moved forward with the decision to allow foreign visitors with the virus to enter Thailand while removing the virus from a list of forbidden diseases in foreign visitors. Deputy government spokesperson Rashada Thanadirek says the new measure will come into effect once it is published in the Royal Gazette. But those with dangerous stages of leprosy or tuberculosis, symptomatic elephantitis, third stage syphilis, and drug abuse-related diseases are still banned from entering. Moreover, those deemed to have chronic alcoholism are still banned from entering. Government spokesperson Anucha Burapasiri says about 5 million tourists have arrived in Thailand this year. 1 million of those have arrived just this month alone. The government previously set a target of at least 10 million foreign tourists to Thailand for this year. It is not known whether that target will be met in the last quarter of this year.
Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAAFX?
What is AAAFX?
Good question. Look no further than AAAFX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods including crypto with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAAFX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com.
Unlike several European countries launching travel bans on Russia, Thailand is welcoming tourists from the former Soviet state with open arms this winter. The Tourism Authority of Thailand unveiled plans this week to fly Russian tourists into Thailand via regular chartered flights to boost tourism revenue this high season, which runs from November to February. In the years leading up to the pandemic, the Russian market generated a significant chunk of Thailand's tourism revenue. Russians became the second largest international source market for Phuket's tourism industry. Even with the mounds of paperwork, money, quarantine, and insurance involved in holidaying to Thailand when the borders crept back open during the pandemic, Russians were the first to download Test and Go, the Thailand Pass, and hop on a plane to Thailand. However, since Russian President Vladimir Putin launched an attack on Ukraine in February, several airlines have suspended their Thailand to Russia services, and Russia's access to the kingdom waned. Some services are still running, but tickets have surged 4 to 5 times pre-conflict prices, making traveling to Thailand an unrealistic option for many Russians. Russians still want to come to Thailand, but they are less connected. Currently, Russians are banned from traveling to Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Poland. Lithuania's interior minister this week said that Russian tourists are not welcome because 3/4 of Russian citizens support the country's invasion of Ukraine, a conflict which has killed at least 5,827 Ukrainian citizens. But Thailand desperately needs to boost tourism revenue, with airline connectivity between Thailand and the rest of the world at only 50% of 2019 figures, according to the TAT. So the TAT hopes that Russians will return to spend their rubles in the kingdom once more if connectivity between Russia and Thailand is improved. Therefore, the TAT is working with tour agencies to fly Russian tourists into Thailand on chartered flights 3 times per week this high season. The Thai cabinet approved a budget of 212 million baht to support the foreign film industry in Thailand. The cabinet revealed that 6 movie crews, 4 from the US, 1 from France, and 1 from Singapore, will benefit from the 2023 budget. Prime Minister's office spokesperson Thaiger revealed that Thailand has been promoting incentives for the international film community since 2017. Each team would get a cash rebate of 20 to 30% of their shooting budget spent in Thailand. Thaiger revealed that the cabinet's foreign film budget for 2022 was 167 million baht, but it fell way short of the 217 million baht needed to rebate 6 movies that already finished shooting. So, the government decided to allocate 212 million baht from the central budget kitty. Since 2017, 43 movies have been shot in Thailand and generated over 9.7 billion baht for the economy. The cabinet has rebated 22 movies that had spent budgets of over 50 million baht in Thailand, totaling about 542 million baht. Thaiger insisted that the incentive measures were worth paying and benefited the country. The budget is invested in locals and the businesses surrounding each film location. And that's all for our report. The show will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thai time. But before me, stay tuned for Good Morning Thailand at 10 a.m. Thai time, where Natty, Jay, and Sarah go live to discuss the morning's top stories. See you there.